Jeff Hardy, how are you?
Hey, Steve. Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. It is a pleasure to talk to you.
All right. Pleasure back.
Well, we are excited for WWE and you guys coming to town on Sunday. Looking forward to it. Tell me what to expect, man.
Oh, man, it's going to be incredible. They're super shows now, too, so it's the best of Raw and SmackDown. You know, I haven't been on my first one yet, but I'm doing my first ones in a few weeks here locally, kind of in the Carolinas and Georgia. But, yeah, man, we go out there and put it all on the line, man, each and every night. So the fans are in for a treat, especially, you know, post-pandemic. Man, it feels so good to get back out in front of people and feed off each other's energy again. So that's what they're gonna actually feel and see.
I'll bet. What was that like for you during like the pandemic shutdown when you guys are, you know, trying to perform and trying to beat each other, and yet you don't have the screaming crazy fans going nuts like you normally do?
Yeah, it was so strange the way it worked out. You know, Matt had went to this other wrestling world, and his debut was in front of nobody. And I came back from knee surgery, my big return to WWE, and it was the first show in front of nobody, complete silence. To where originally it was going to be in like Detroit in front of 20,000 people, and I was so amped. But then everything shut down. You know, it was super strange. And then we evolved into the Thunderdome era now, which will go down in history. But that was strange as well. But it was so futuristic and otherworldly. I'll never forget wrestling AJ Styles when I won the Intercontinental title the first night in the Thunderdome. And I was like, yeah. And before we went out, I had the strangest dream last night, man. We were having this great match for the IC title, and there was like 2,000 people watching us through these TV screens or something. It was crazy. But that's actually what it was that night, and it was just, yeah, very surreal and so unique. But man, that WWE, man, they don't mess around when it comes to getting through, you know, hard times.
Exactly, and now bringing it big. Tell me what happened. I know people have been going crazy online about something that happened the other night on Raw with you and the 24/7 title and something. Can you explain what the big deal was there?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm sure it has. Well, I am kind of sure. The fans just they're so, especially my hardcore fans.
They're passionate, you know, man.
I don't know how much longer I have left in the business, but they want to see me involved in something cool, you know, going out there and doing Jeff Hardy stuff. But that was just like, I don't know. I guess they feel like it was kind of a wasted night on my end. But you know, I show up and I do what they need me to do. And but man, I just joke about this, and I'm like, man, was that my wrestling rock bottom? Am I nearing the end?
I don't think that was. I don't dwell on that. I don't think that was it. I think people were just a little surprised, and it actually, I'm sure, helps you. You've got more people, you know, tweeting your name out there, and that can't hurt your brand. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that just goes to show how great my fans are, man. They stand up for me and been through everything with me, the thick and the thin and the rough and the easy. I mean, it's been great, man, and I can't thank them enough. When
you and your brother decided that you guys wanted to try some wrestling moves in the backyard, could you have ever, in any way, shape, or form, have ever thought that you would have this kind of career this many years later?
Never. I think early in my 20s, I probably said, man, I don't think it. Well, the way I'm going, I don't think when I'm 40, I don't know if I'll be doing this anymore. But then now I've really came to, you know, believe in not putting a number on anything and just living day to day, and just like if I'm good for that pay-per-view, if I feel good, I'm gonna go out there and tear it up. If you know, I don't put a number on anything, but no, I would have never imagined I would be feeling this good this later in my life, and I'm sure Matt feels the same way. It's just we're kind of a couple of miracles walking around after everything we've been through. To still be doing this on a pretty high level is pretty incredible.
Well, and especially after having a few serious injuries, and I know being the high flying acrobat that you are, you've had some issues, and to still be in great shape and and able to do it. What's your secret there? What's your secret to longevity in the wrestling world?
Yeah, I was really good until when I turned 40, I think everything started to kind of feel like I'm going uphill, like with the surgeries. But Matt had his stuff happen to him, earlier, to where I was kind of the one that gumbo out there, just never getting hurt. But yeah, I don't know. Now it's definitely just a lot of yoga and stretching like a maniac. That's one thing. Back when I was working with Rob Van Dam, I didn't stretch at all back then, but he would stretch for an hour before every match, and I never really understood that, but now I understand that more than anything. That helps me. That's the first thing I do every morning. I do my yoga stretches, and before I do cardio, and just stay in a good get a good workout in every morning when I'm able, and just icing after each and every match has been huge too, especially my neck and my back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's definitely just maintenance. I'm steady on maintenance now after every match and before every match.
I always tell people that after 40-ish, the check engine light comes on the body, and then you got to let it warm up a little bit, and you got to let it cool down after it's been running for a while.
Yeah, my check vision light's been on for a long time. I finally got to go get my eyes checked out one of these days.
I don't know. You're still landing punches and kicks, and your vision must be all right. Of course, you do have kind of big targets to aim at too.
Yeah, for sure, man. So I'll get them checked out one of these days. That's why I paint those big eyes on my eyelids, to believe that I can see better than I really can.
Then you can see, exactly. Well, dude, we are so the Super Show at the Times Union Center this Sunday night. Excited to see you there, man. A pleasure talking to you, and give our best to everybody, including your brother.
You too, man. Great day.
All right, buddy. Bye-bye.